as they find issues that impact measures, right, in a negative way, or they have ideas that can impact measures or performance in a positive way, they used to just ask for things. It's very typical that the bottom up just asks for things, management ignores them or says no, and for good reason. It's not well explained. It's just a quick ask, right? But in time, they learn to present as business people would. Present the business case, right? Give the ROI on it. So one example of that is on a field engagement in oil and gas, there's a really unreliable piece of equipment. And when they figured out how much downtime or non-productive time they had due to the breakage of this piece of equipment, they then went to the drawing board to look for solutions. So obviously the first thing is, how do I make it more reliable? Not successful in doing that to the degree that they want. So they're looking for other ideas. And it's all about continuing to do the job, having no downtime, keeping the customer happy. They only get paid when they're not down from a company perspective. So their proposal was to put a second piece of this equipment or a duplicate piece on site. And with that came issues, high cost. How do they get the piece of equipment on and off site? How do they plumb it into the other equipment? How do they lay out the site to allow for extra equipment on site? So they spent substantial time over 2-3 months figuring out answers to all of those questions, right? And they took to executive at a meeting and they presented their business case on putting the duplicate piece of equipment on, how they were going to arrange it on site, and as well as that, how it made sense from a dollar perspective for the company to give them the second piece of equipment. The outcome is, not only did their fleet get the extra spare piece of equipment on site, it's company-wide. All the fleets across the company have this same piece of equipment on site because it made good sense from a business perspective. But the initial ask, if they had just said, give me an extra piece of equipment, the answer would have been no.